What's up, y'all? By the title of this video, y'all already know what I'm gonna be talking about, so I'm just gonna get straight to it. I decided to make this video because I'm low-key just like over the situation. I'm kind of tired of people asking us the same thing or commenting on my videos, DMing me like, are you and Lauryn together? What really happened between y'all? Because when we made that video initially, when we broke up, we really didn't say like why we broke up. We kind of just kept it very like, we grew apart, blah blah blah, but we didn't really say why. And people are still confused. People are still asking if we're together or not, because clearly we're still living together. And yeah, I just want to be very transparent with you guys, because I feel like a lot of the times influencers and YouTubers and stuff like that are like, in like public relationships, everything's just like so peaches and cream, and like people don't really know what really goes down. And it's like at the end of the day, we are human, and no relationship is really perfect, and people go through things, people learn from things. And yeah, so I just want to be transparent. I really don't know how Lauryn is gonna feel like when she sees this video, but I don't know. I just want to say my piece, my truth, my side of the story, and I just kind of just want to let it go and put it out there and hopefully clarify it for you guys. So basically, like, it was more to it. It wasn't just like, oh, we grew apart, which it was actually like a big part of it actually why we broke up, but it was just more to it than y'all know. And I feel like y'all part of our family. For y'all that been here since day one, I feel like y'all deserve an actual explanation as to what happened to Lauryn and stuff. Clearly, y'all see still that we post videos. We're not very consistent though. Like, we post here and there because we are like cool on a co-parenting level. Like, we're good co-parents, and that's really about it. But so let's see. Initially, we broke up because, like, I don't know, things was just like kind of like we were growing apart. I feel like after, spending 5 years of your life with somebody, day in, day out, y'all know that we moved to Texas. We have no family out here. We really don't got any friends. Like, she got like a friend or whatever, and I have like a friend, but like we don't really see these people often. Like, we're most of the time together 24/7, day in, day out. We work together, live together, see, like, we don't have time to really miss each other, if y'all get what I'm saying. So I feel like when you're in a relationship like that where it's nothing outside of each other, it becomes more of a like roommate type of thing. Like, you get too comfortable, there's no effort. And I'm gonna say there was no effort really on both sides. Like, we weren't really trying as far as like relationship. I feel like for a relationship to be like successful, for like a long-term relationship, you constantly have to like go on dates or like be like spontaneous, have that spark, have that fire. Like, if you're not constantly, I feel like, doing things to like keep that, like spark in the relationship, it dwindles, it dies down. And for us, I feel like it was super hard because not only do we not know anybody out here outside of each other, we also had Journey. And I feel like once we had her, I feel like it became more like we focus on her rather than our relationship. And I feel like that happens in a lot of relationships, where your relationship when you have a kid kind of goes on the back burner and the focus is really on the baby. I feel especially as like the person that gave birth, you're not only focused on the baby, you're also going through postpartum, you're going through your own like, healing, emotional stuff, you're not feeling yourself. So that kind of also takes a toll on the relationship and the other partner, because the other partner also could feel neglected. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of pushes that other partner further away. So I feel like a lot of things kind of contributed to us just kind of growing apart. So we end up getting to a point where we were talking about basically living separately. I was down with it. Like, we were okay, maybe we can do our own thing, or just like see where things go when we're not like, completely up under each other all the time. So we even went to go look at apartments. For me, like, we went together to look at apartments. I was with it and everything, right? So this is where everything kind of changes, because one day, So Lawrence just started staying up like later than usual. And like I usually be in bed by like 9:30, 10 because I'm a person like I'm always tired. I don't sleep good at night and Journey wakes up hella early. So like I'm in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm like I'm ready just to lay down, right? And she would like stay up, play her games, and then come upstairs, right? But I started noticing that she was like staying up way later. And one day, like I kind of wake up in the middle of the night and I noticed that she was up on the phone. And then I kind of like confronted her about it, and I was like, you was on the phone with somebody, blah, blah, blah. And she ends up telling me she was on the phone with a girl. So that kind of like shocked me a little bit because I was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, like we literally kind of just decided that we're kind of like broken up and like we're gonna see if things get better if we live separately, and we're still clearly living together. It's very fresh, and you're already talking to somebody. And to me, I was like, damn, like I'm having kind of the hopes of like us spending time apart and living separately would bring us back together. But like when I found out that she was talking to somebody, it was like kind of like, damn, that hope is not there, because like how are we gonna get closer together if you're talking to somebody? Your focus is going to somebody else. Of course, if somebody new or somebody fresh, you're gonna feel differently. You feel me? So I feel like us working on it or getting closer back together was dead, because then you talking to somebody. And I feel like it was also disrespectful. Like we're still living together, everything's very fresh. Like I still have feelings for you. I don't know if you still have feelings for me, but if you're talking to somebody, you might not have no feelings for me. So like I just felt very hurt in the moment. I felt very like, what the fuck, a little betrayed, even though we like technically wasn't together. I kind of felt betrayed. Like, damn, you know how girls are, like you get jealous, you get like, damn, like who the fuck is this bitch? Like you about to replace me? Like who the fuck, you feel me? That's how I felt. So I was like very angry. So even though I didn't want to, I low-key didn't want to, but I decided to go to Florida because my aunt's there. I was like, we need to like kind of just spend some time apart. We need space. I didn't want to do it because I felt like that was going to give her an opportunity to be talking to the girl more freely and, you know, kind of do that. So I low-key didn't want to, but I feel like I needed to just separate myself from her at that moment. So I end up going to Florida for like almost 2 weeks. I felt like not almost 2 weeks. I don't know how long I was there. Like 10 days maybe. I don't know. I end up going to Florida, right? And damn, my phone is just buzzing with notifications. Hold on, y'all. Let me mute this. So I end up going to Florida, right? And I come back, and I come to find out because I'm a op, yo. Like not a op. I'm a like freaking investigator, right? So I was like, I found out who the girl was that she was talking to, right? I found out who she was talking to. I was in contact with the girl. Well, anyways, come to find out, when I was in Florida, she had the girl here in Texas, in a hotel or whatever. But all I know is she was here. So as y'all, like I was already like hurt by the situation. Now this was like the icing on the cake. Like, bruh, you had the girl here. I'm in Florida, like kind of like sad about the situation. You're here doing shit with the girl. I was so pissed, y'all. I was mad. Like I was just seeing red, completely seeing red. So of course, like I got very angry, and the first thing that I wanted to do was up and leave. I started packing my stuff, and she's like, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Me and Journey were going." And like looking back at the situation, like kind of like going, you know, taking Journey away from her, I guess wasn't like, it's not right. Like taking a child away from the other parent because you guys are going through something in a relationship is never right. I don't condone that. That's just completely wrong, because it really has nothing to do with the child, and the child shouldn't have to suffer because you and the other parent are like at odds. So, but at the time I was just seeing so red. I was so hurt. I was like, damn, how the fuck, like I feel like I was completely losing her. So I was just like, I'm out of here. Me and Journey are out of here. I don't care what you got to say. Like, we're going. So she was kind of like, bro, like, no, like, just stay. Like, I'm not gonna lose my daughter, blah, blah, blah. Like, just stay. Like, I'll stop talking to the girl, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, whatever. I stayed. And then shit was, like, cool for, like, a while. Like, we were just kind of, like, cool on a co-parenting level. It wasn't really nothing more than that. Like, we wasn't, like, you know, lovey, nothing. It was nothing. Was like, it was just co-parenting. So that's what y'all would see us like make videos here and there. And even then it was like very like not, it wasn't consistent. Like, we wasn't really making videos like that. Like, I would get DMs all the time, like, when's the next video? When's the next video? Like, we wasn't really making videos during that time. Like, shit was just like alright, but it wasn't like cool in that level of like a relationship level. So like y'all didn't see much content from us, but the content that y'all did see was more so like cool co-parenting, doing stuff with Journey, blah 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 blah. So yeah, so that was cool for a while, and then she ends up going to the East Coast on a trip. Well, come to find out, yo, this camera is always like overheating or something. I just realized I look like a freaking egg, yo. I look like shit right now. I really don't care though. But what was I saying? Oh, so she takes a trip to the East Coast, right? And I later come to find out that they linked again. So I could only assume what the fuck happened there. Like, I'm not even gonna. They probably done did it. Who the fuck knows? I'm only gonna assume that obviously if you link with the girl again, y'all finna do something again. So by that point, I'm just like angry her over. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? So I was kind of just like letting the shit go. So at one point, like, we're cool, and she like kind of jokes about like a trouble situation, because like y'all know before if y'all OGs, y'all know before that we talked about like adding a third to our relationship prior to like having Journey and everything, but it just didn't happen. But she kind of jokingly said it, and I started thinking about it. I was like, you know, maybe I'll add some spice to the relationship. Maybe I'll like the girl. Maybe, like, I don't know. Like, maybe it'll be cool. So I kind of agreed to it. And I was like, all right, whatever. Let's fucking try it. Let's see. So we end up, you know, trying it. The girl comes. I meet her, blah, blah. But I don't know. Like, I just didn't really... Like, it just didn't work out. Like, I just really wasn't that interested in her. Like, she was cool and all, but like I was just not feeling her. So it just ended up not working out. So she goes back home, whatever, and like, you know, it was what it was. And I don't know if Lauryn really ever stopped talking to her, but we was, I guess, cool for the remainder of the time after that. Co-parenting, the usual. Y'all will see videos of us here and there, but besides that, it honestly really hasn't been more than that. Like, it's just been what it's been. At one point, Lauryn did apologize for like everything that happened prior, even like with the girl, even her, like, you know, how she started talking to the girl while we still living together, while everything's fresh. She apologized for everything that happened prior. And I low-key felt like, you know, maybe shit was gonna get better, like it was gonna be cool, but like it ended up just being the same shit. Like, we still on the same, just not together, just co-parenting relationship, nothing more than that. Like, we've been cool though. Like, it hasn't really been like nothing crazy, but yeah, like, I just wanted to tell you how like I really felt this whole time and what actually really happened, and kind of clear the air on where we stand today. So it kind of just brings us to today. It really is nothing more than just us being parents to Journey, just coexisting, kind of more like a roommate vibe. And yeah, I don't know how she's gonna feel about this video, honestly, because she's gonna feel like, why would you tell them that shit? But I just feel like I had to get it out there. Like, I wanted just to be transparent and kind of show y'all, like, shit ain't peaches and cream. Shit ain't perfect with a relationship, and things happen, and people fuck up, and people make mistakes, and things go left, and shit ain't always gonna be, you know, solid. But I don't know, it's kind of frustrating for me because there's still feelings involved. I don't know how she really feels, but for me, like, I never really lost love for her. I don't know if y'all could, like, some of y'all can see it on camera and some of y'all can't. Like, some of y'all be like, they love each other, or, you know, whatever. Or some of y'all be like, I'll be looking like over or whatever. And the thing is, I do be over, but at the same time, like, this is somebody that I spent 6 years. In February, it'll be 6 years that we spend that amount of time together. It's 6 years that you spend with somebody. So it's kind of like, feelings don't just automatically go away. Like, yeah, we grew apart and this and that and the third. We had our problems, but it's like, feelings don't automatically just go away. I still have kind of a lot of feelings involved, and I kind of like still wanted things kind of to work out, or like for our, you know, love and spark to be brought back. And that was the whole point of like, let's live separately and see what happens. So it was just kind of like very hurtful and very shocking and very like, what the fuck to me when she just started talking to somebody, like, you know. But I also get like her reasonings, and like, obviously, like, she was checked out emotionally from the relationship and stuff like that. So I don't know. It just brings us to today. Like, we're not together. We're just coexisting, co-parenting, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what the future really holds for us. I really don't, because everything just been like kind of the same for so long between us. And it's like you can only go for so long before like your love just kind of like, you know, just, I don't know, yo. But yeah, that's what it is. I hope y'all get some clarity and not as confused as to what really happened between us. And yeah, like, it is what it is, yo. So I don't really got nothing else to say. I'm kind of just rambling at this point. So yeah.